Prepare to be blessed on this day. I did an actual good build in Animal Crossing. I know, crazy. I've been busting butt trying to finish this island before Halloween, so of course I would love to show you my progress and things that I've been working on. So let's jump in. So this is kind of like the big area that I have set aside for Lucky and Muffy's house. They're gonna have a little Halloween graveyard. It's so precious. I did do this build on stream, so let's go ahead and speed it up because it did take me 2 whole streams to do this. It was wild. So I'd kind of been hyping up this build for quite a long time, and I'm sorry, like I just was so excited to get started on it, but then I kind of got a little anxious because I didn't really know exactly what direction I wanted to go with it. It didn't have too much of a vision. However, I did know that the vibe of my island was definitely not very like spooky. I didn't know how to necessarily describe the sort of vibe that I wanted for this graveyard. I eventually came to the conclusion that it was like a haunted house, Halloween graveyard. You're walking around the neighborhood, taking the kids out trick-or-treating, and somebody has a little haunted house set up in their lawn. But also, like, I can't help but do a really cute cottagecore type of aesthetic spin on it. You know me, I just can't help it. Can't help but be super cute about it. I did just like a little 1 tile path. I thought, oh, how precious is that? It's just so cute. I don't know. I seen it on Rosie Horizon's mystery island, the murder mystery island that she did. And I loved how the little single path just like wound through the whole island. It was so gorgeous. I definitely knew I had to do something like that for this, so that it was kind of like a little windy walk up. I feel like it looks really good. It's a little normcore-esque with a little bit of cottagecore and a little bit of fall and a little bit of Halloween. I can't even believe it, but I'm recording this on October 25th and Halloween is in 6 days. Wild. It definitely snuck up on me, and I'm so not prepared. It totally came out of the blue. Me and my boyfriend were gonna try to be the mayor and that like mayor's assistant girl from Powerpuff Girls. Her name's Miss Cerebellum, which is kind of cute. Love that. But I really wanted to do like a super big wig and go all out with the costumes. Me and my boyfriend never get to spend Halloween together, I feel like, because we're always like doing something else. And so we were like, yes, finally, couples costume year. We're both gonna be here. Let's go crazy. 3 days ago, I was like, oh my God, I don't have anything for my Halloween costume. I am a mess. Don't know why. I always put things to the last minute. I always want to do something super cool and fun, but then I forget about it. That's just how it is. And instead of stressing out about trying to put together something, we're just gonna go to Spirit. I'm gonna get some fangs. We're gonna do some like vampire thing or something. I was kind of thinking it'd be really funny. I've been watching the Vampire Diaries, and I was thinking like my boyfriend could be Damon and I could be Stefan. I don't know. I just thought that would be so funny. And I don't even think anybody would really know what we were off the bat, but I mean, hey, we could do it. I guess we could try. We don't even necessarily have Halloween plans. We do have like a busy weekend, but we're not going to like any Halloween parties or anything. So I don't know if we just don't have friends or we don't have friends that throw parties. Whatever. I'm not gonna stress about a costume if I've got nowhere to go. I just feel like I've been so busy. I've been streaming a heck load. I've been streaming a lot on Twitch, so make sure you come check it out. Today was such a fun stream. I finally, oh my, you're gonna freak out. You're gonna freak. I finally got my hands on the OLED Switch, the one that I've been wanting. She's Beauty, she's Grace, she's Miss United States. It was really, really hard to find this bad boy. I had to keep calling and annoying people at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, everywhere. Nowhere had it, except for my trick was to go on the Target website and go search by stores, because each day a new store would say like limited availability, and so I would just like show up, and if they had it, they had it. If they didn't, they didn't. For like 3 days straight, I would show up and they'd be like, we literally just sold it 5 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. And today I showed up at a Target that was super close to my house. I was so thankful. It was the closest Target to my house. Showed up and they had it. I'm so blessed. I really wanted this one over the Animal Crossing Switch just because I feel like I like to change out all things about my Switch, and I wanted to have more versatility with that, I guess, without feeling like I'm super bound to the Animal Crossing thing. I don't know. I'm very modular, okay? I like to change out like the back and the Joy-Cons and, you know, even like the dock plate or something. I don't know. Like I'd freaking do it. And I just don't want to ruin an Animal Crossing Switch. And plus, like, this guy was a little bit more expensive. I'm not entirely sure how much more expensive than a regular Switch, but it's really, really nice. I did a little unboxing on Twitch and I kind of like compared the two and like showed a little bit of the differences. I am so stoked to play this baby handheld. You have no freaking idea. I'm really thrilled with it. And we started a new island today, which I'm even more thrilled about. So basically I booted up this Switch and I started a brand new save rather than transferring this island over, because I figured once I'm done with this guy, I can just put this island to rest. She's done. She's donezo. And so we started a new save. I looked for a couple different things. I either wanted oranges or pears, and orange or green airport. I don't know, I guess I love orange and green. Started villagers that I didn't hate. It took a couple tries. We went through a couple different maps and things, but I ended up finding an island that I did really like. And we got starter villagers Lyman and Mira, which is fun. And then we also got an orange airport. Love it. I just feel like that's just the best one. It's just so pretty. And apples and pansies, which it's whatever. I don't really care. I don't care too much about the native fruit, and I don't really care about most of the things, but I really wanted a good map. We got like a sick map with my resident services literally in the center of the island. Like, you will not believe it. I feel like as Animal Crossing people, we care about the weirdest things, but yeah, it was cool. It was a fun time. So we restart and I ended up naming my island Tiny Town Squared. I wanted to do Tinier Town because this is called Tiny Town trademark, but I ended up having to go with Tiny Town Squared just because I didn't have enough characters. It was so dumb. And once this build is done, I don't really have a whole lot that I'm gonna do. This is probably the last speed build I think that I will be putting up for this island. I would really like to get the tour out before Halloween. So, I mean, pray for me, I guess. We'll see. But hey, if I miss it and you miss me, I'm on Twitch pretty much every day. So back to this build, it took us 2 streams to accomplish all of these gorgeous, gorgeous things. And I originally wanted to do like a very cute front yard Halloween trick-or-treating thing because I didn't want it to be like an actual haunted house, right? I wanted like a little spooky graveyard walk up. And then I wanted it to seem, I don't know, very like welcoming and inviting and have it be more like front yard oriented for Lucky and Muffy. And the goal was to do little lawn chairs and a fire pit. Like, I don't know if this is true where you live, but when I go trick-or-treating, I live in like a pretty suburban area, so people got like driveways and front yards, and you walk through the neighborhood and sometimes there will be like a bunch of people sitting in their front yard having a fire, like drinking beers or something, and just having some brews with the bros and handing out candy. I feel like it's such like reminiscent of Halloween for me, so I was like, well, let me do something like that for Lucky and Muffy. I really wanted to do a fire pit, but it is like a weird amount of tiles. It's so annoying, and it ruined my life because it's like 90,000 bells and I paid for it and I'm not even gonna use it. The iteration changed quite a few times before I found something that I really liked, because the fire pit thing didn't work out, and then we tried a whole bunch of different avenues like flower beds, other items, kind of just ended up coming to like, we need spooky Halloween items and we need lawn chairs, and that's pretty much it. Like, it doesn't have to be more complicated than that, let's be honest. But when it was all said and done, I am obsessed with this build. It really did turn out so good, and I'm so freaking proud. I didn't really intend to do a Halloween oriented island, but I did anyways because I can't help myself. I love the Halloween stuff. I love the spooky items in the game. So yeah, lots of grinding to do. I gotta finish this island. There's still like a really big, ugly, empty area. Haven't done the house. Like, I'm so all over the place. And then I gotta get my new island all prepped and ready to go for the update. Crazy town. We got a lot going on this month. I am so excited for the update. The more time that goes by, the more stoked and thrilled and excited that I am to just like play Animal Crossing for at least a whole weekend straight. Like, I will not be doing anything else the 5th through the 7th. Nothing is on my calendar. So come join me on Twitch. I mean, of course, I have to throw a little plug in there. I mean, come on. Is it LISS the last video if she doesn't talk about her Twitch all day? Okay, but are you guys ready to be spooked? Let me show you the final build in the right season. As of right now, I don't have the best of ideas as to what's gonna go in front of the graveyard. My first thought, cornfield. I don't know, maybe like a little hay maze or something. Who knows? The signs, I feel like, really pull it together. It makes it feel sort of like a haunted house is happening. we're on our way. But then we also have our graveyard, which is a little bit more on the spooky and cottagecore side, which I adore. I think it really pulls the whole theme together. It makes it feel professional yet fun. Business casual. How about that? Once you're leaving the graveyard, you head on up to Lucky and Muffy's house with, of course, spooky trees we've got all around, but then we got a nice white one near their houses. I don't know, kind of like a little bit of a tonal shift. Very nice. I still need to get a Halloween candy bucket thing to put out there. The item, I don't have that yet. I tried to use the handheld one that we just got recently, and it is comically small. It looks very, very silly when you're placing it as an item rather than holding it in your hand. I just don't know why they wouldn't just make it normal size. Like, please, God, just help me, spare me. Thank you so much for watching. In my last video, I worked on Patty's farm. She's my farm girl, love her to death. And I did just want to throw it out there that we did drop merch on Saturday. There's still a couple things left. I think there's a couple of these Live, Laugh, Cross black bucket hats. And we have a couple different sizes of the I'll just show you a picture of the Real Gamers Play Farming Sims t-shirt in sandy beige and black, as well as like tank tops, like other cool things, art print. Go check it out. I don't know, go check out the description. I'm sure I have a link in there. And don't forget about Twitch, twitch.tv/VanessaCrossGirl. I won't talk your ear off about it all day, but I mean, hey, we're having fun over there. And then Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all of that good stuff. I hope you're having a great day and you continue to do so. And I will see you for the island tour. Ooh, so spooky.